Hello, gamers, and welcome to the next tier list. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and well, I decided what better way to get back in action than to finally continue the Gen 4 tier list, which I hadn't have started. I kind of stopped at Gen 3, and that was a few months ago, so now we're back at Gen 4. We're gonna just go ahead and get straight into it because I think Gen 4 is probably one of the best gens in terms of Pokemon design. One of the best, one of the best. And that's because they got my personal favorite starter trio line of all time, Turtwig, Grottle, and Torterra. The best of the best right here. Look at that. Look at them. You cannot look at them and be like, man, they're anything below B tier. Stat-wise, gamer-wise, everything about them is perfect. I love Torterra's design. I love everything about it. And then we go to one of my least favorite starters. Chimchar! Man, Infernape. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna get a lot of hate. I am not a fire type person. I don't really care. Like, fire's cool and all, but I'm just not. It's just not my thing. I don't really like the design of Infernape. I mean, like, it's kind of cool, and it's good stat-wise, right? It's a firefighting, but I don't often see people go, man, I can't wait to pull out my Infernape and start burning stuff. Nah, it's always Torterra or the Piplup, because Piplup was in the anime and Piplup is a goat. Piplup is a goat. We'll put that one there, and then Empoleon, just, yeah. I mean, these starters are definitely not. It's funny because it has my favorite starter of all time in it, and then the rest of them I'm like, man, these are kind of bad. So, oh my goodness. So yeah, it's just it's nothing personal, So now we got Staravia, right? We got Staravia, a bird, or a Starly, and Starly, I don't like any birds. I'm gonna be honest. Actually, I like this one a little bit more. The final evolution's pretty darn cool. Bidoof the goat. Bidoof the goat, just because of all the memes. He's gotta get into, listen to me. He's gotta get into A tier at least. Okay? Stat-wise, he's nothing special. And he's not even he's not even my favorite design. I'm really just putting him up there because of the memes. B-Barrel, I'm D tier. And same with the Kricketot, and then the other one with the mustache. They're both, I don't like them. They look ugly. I think I farmed them for XP. And then we got Shinx! Yes! Probably my favorite electric line. I'm just gonna put middle form is a little bit lower. Yeah, I'm gonna put that top of S tier. Oh my goodness, because Luxray is so cool. Probably one of my favorite lightning types. Electric types. Bidoo! I love Bidoo, and I love Roserade. Oh my goodness. Another S tier. And then we get some of my favorite dinosaur fossil Pokemon with Craniados, which I butchered that name, and then Rampardos. So I like Rampardos a lot more. I'm gonna put Rampardos like up in 8 S tier. I liked him in the movie that he's into, and then this is like one of my favorite ones. I think in the later gens, I think it's Gen 5 has my Amoros, the ice type. That's my favorite fossil Pokemon. I think this one was my favorite fossil Pokemon for like a long while, but got dethroned. And you think I would like Tyrantrum, but I just don't like the design of him. I just don't. Like, the colors, they don't vibe with me, and you know, yeah, I just don't. He looks more bird type than he is rock type. You know, I wish they would have just leaned into the rock type T-Rex, a little bit more. That's just my personal opinion. Then we got Floatzel, which I don't know why he appeared so early, but I guess I'll go with Buizel. I don't like them. They're just annoying to me. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like them. Burmy! We got Burmy. So I'll just put, they're all the same. Yeah. They're just, there's nothing, you know. And then the moth form is like worse. They're just fluff balls with stuff in them. I think this one's the trash one, the cotton candy looking like one. I think that one's made out of trash, right? I'm not sure. I know one of them is. This one's made out of rocks. That's obvious. The grass, the leaves, so it has to be that way. Combi! Vespiquen. A tiers. Do I need to explain why? It's because they look like they should be mascots for Honeycomb cereal. Oh my goodness, no. They're just, I have to give some bug type above B tier. And I do like Vespiquen and Combi a little bit more. But if I'm being honest, like, you know what, I'm gonna move them back down to B tier. I did want to give them you know, I'll give Vespiquen A tier, but Combi no. I'm being really tough. I'm being really tough right now. And then we get the Pokemon Pachirisu. Oh my goodness. Pachirisu. I was almost stumbling on the name. I forgot. Pachirisu. Yeah, and then, oh no. Cherim. Oh man, people bullied me with this Pokemon. I'm gonna put it, and it's gotta be at the top of S tier. It just has to. The whole line. Oh my goodness. If I don't, honestly, no, I should put them in F tier. Because I am larger than a cherry. I'm taller than a cherry. But also, they're pretty cute. Gosh darn it. You know what? There. We'll keep one of its forms in F tier. But I do like it. I like how the pink and how cute it is. Low-key, I do like it. But I don't like it because people bullied me with it. They bullied me with it. Can you believe this? They're like, Anton, you are small. Like cherry topping. I cannot believe this. I was flabbergasted. Oh well. Their whole line's going in there. Actually, I like these ones a little slightly more, but yeah, no, I don't. Man, I'm sorry, but you evolved and you literally got worse. You should have just stayed Apom. Drifloom! Drifloom was cool. I like that. I'll put you in D tier because your lore is scary. Ooh, Baneri. Low punny. Batman. I caught a little punny, Batman. You know what I'm gonna do to that little punny, Batman? I'm gonna drop it in S tier. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. That's so cursed. That's so bad. Oh, we are Miss Yoraz. A tier. And then I like your first form, but then you get Per Ugly, Glam Meow, and then Pergly. Like, yikes. Hey, you! You were the start of it! You were the start of the thing that made me not like Pokemon as much. I do not like the Pokemon that are just metal objects. Like, they annoy me. It's like you're not a monster. You're a machine. you know, and I'm gonna put the skunk in there as well. The only one that kind of like is Bronzor. That's barely. And then we get the little Bonsley, Brock's Pokemon. And then I believe this was Team Rocket's, right? Mime Jr. Team Rocket. I think it was on Team Rocket side if I remember back way when. Oh gosh. I'm gonna put it in B tier because I thought it was funny. I don't like Mr. Mime, but I can get behind these two. I think these three in the movies and in the show, they were pretty. I think there's one scene where hecking Hafini lifts up a giant frozen lake and slams it down on somebody, which is just wild. Like how? But also get him. And then we get F tier. Oh my gosh. Everybody's gonna think I am gonna put this in its rightful spot. Gibble in A tier. You in B tier. And then the Goat Garchomp is an S tier. Personally, not my favorite. But because Tyranitar will always be my favorite for like the pseudo legendaries. Garchomp's pretty cool. Garchomp is pretty cool. Pretty cool. But he's not better than Groudon. I mean, not better than Tyranitar or Groudon. Munchlax's pretty alright. Ryu! A tier. And then Lucario's also an S tier. Come on. Hippowdon's also an S tier. I love Hippowdon. I do not like the first form, but I love Hippowdon. I used Hippowdon in my playthrough. I loved it. This is one of my favorite like ground types, you know? So yeah. And then this one was also like this bug type actually gets a pass because it's actually dope looking. And the earlier form isn't. Oh my gosh, Krogonk. Oh my goodness, we have the S tier. S tier only because of the show. His evolved form is terrible. I do not like it. Carnivine! We're gonna put him in B tier. And then I'm trying to think. Oh my goodness. I don't know your name. Finneon? And then your Lumion. Yeah, I mean your evolved form is pretty cute. I mean, but you're like a goldfish. I don't want you as a Pokemon as much as I would like you as like in an aquarium, you know? Like I wouldn't be like, all right, fish, go get this thing, and then summons it and it just flops on the ground and it's like, oh man, you should really be in an aquarium, you know? Manty! It's very cute. This is very cute. I think, yeah, those cute things are so cute. This one's also really cute. I really like it. And Abomasnow is really awesome. I really like Abomasnow. One of my favorite ice types. And then Weavile. Weavile is also really cool. One of my favorite ice types. And then I don't like you. I think I don't. Licky. Oh my goodness, he's going in A tier because of the movie The Rise of Darkrai when the Baron von something gets turned into one. It's really funny. You ruined the Rhyhorn line. You really did. You ruined it. What we had was like a cool Rhino, rock type Rhino, and you ruined it. You did. You're at the top of F tier. No, you're at the back of F tier because of how much I dislike you and how much you've ruined one of my favorite rock type Pokemons that I actively avoid evolving now because of you. Tangela. C tier. You know. And Electivire is pretty cool. He's a decent B tier. You are a D tier, let's be honest. And then Togekiss is an F tier. Togepi just gets worse as it evolves. It feels like this Pokemon should have had 4 stages of evolution, but it didn't. I genuinely believe that Togepi should have had 4. Because Togekiss feels so unfinished. It just does. It feels unfinished. It looks unfinished. It doesn't look like it's supposed to be like that. It looks like it's an egg still. It's like the egg Pokemon, so it's an egg. Like a flying egg, which is whatever. I don't like it. Same with this, the Dragonfly. And now we get the Leafeon. Okay, these are absolutely my 2, but this one, Glaceon, is one of my personal favorites. It's a personal favorite of mine. It is a personal favorite of mine. I love it. You stay the heck where you belong in F tier. I don't like you. Porygon Z, stay in F tier. Glysaur. Cool in the anime. Really cool in the anime. Cool in the show. Gets work done. Same with Mamoswine. The shot in the Gen 4 movies where Mamoswines are working with Regigigas, I believe, and they're like pushing back that ice mountain that's falling down and stuff. Like, that was a really cool moment. That was really, like, Mamoswine, honestly, A tier. A tier. Probably like the top of A tier. Because Mamoswine's the GOAT. Alright, we got Gallade. And Gallade is probably it fits right up here in S tier. Probably like behind Lucario, you know? Yeah. Luxray needs to be right here. Sorry, I'm reorganizing this. Yeah, there we go. That sounds about right. Nose Pass or Probopass. I like Nose Pass, but I don't like Probopass as much. I just don't like the big red nose design. And Dusknoir, your other forms looked a lot cooler than you. I'm sorry to say that, but you got worse as you evolved. Yeah. Frostlass. This is probably an A tier. There's like a pattern here. Look at this. Like all these ice types I just think are A tier. But dang, dude. Ice typing is not good. And oh my goodness, they really tried to make me like you, Rotom. I liked you as the computer. So if this was before that game where you're like the little Pokedex and stuff, I probably would have put you in F tier. But since you were a pretty decent Pokedex and pretty fun to hang out with, I'll put you in A. I'll put you at the top of B tier. You're not an A tier though, not for me. Oh my goodness, now we get to the emotion Pokemon, right? And we're starting off with Yuxi, which is totally butchering pronunciation of their name. And then we got Mesprit, which is pink. And I like the blue one a little bit. I mean, they're all B tiers. They're the bottom of B tiers for Mythics. Dialga and Palkia. They're going straight up to S tier. Straight up to S tier. Dialga is a personal favorite of mine, though. And Palkia. You know what? They'll both go up into my personal favorites. I love Groudon way more than them, but the Rise of Darkrai movie, I always have a soft spot for both of these two. Because the Rise of Darkrai is probably my favorite Pokemon movie of all time. And yeah, I don't feel bad about it. I love Dialga, I love Palkia. And I have no shame in saying that. Heatran, you're trash. No offense, but all offense. Regigigas, let's go! S tier. Top of S tier. Regigigas always comes in clutch. He's the best. Regigigas is the best. Kind of like Giratina. Giratina is also a really good legendary. I don't like the fly form as much though. I like that form, but they're still Giratina, so I'm still gonna put them in S tier. Not a personal favorite of mine. Wouldn't, if I made a legendaries tier list, which I will, probably will drop, but I do like them. All right, let's see. Celestial? You're like a B tier. You know what? Your design is kind of cute. So I'll put you in A. Fiona. Get out of here. You're trash. You'll never be Manthe. You'll never be Manthe, Fiona. Stay in F tier where you belong. Shaman, you annoying jerk. You are just a jerk. A jerk. And you don't get any better. I rewatched that movie that Shaman's in with Toffee. And I didn't realize how annoying and how rude Shaman was until I rewatched that movie. Shaman is just a jerk to Ash and to everybody the entire movie and is not apologetic at all. Just a jerk. Alright, now we got my other my favorite ghost type. Well, dark type. Sorry. Not a ghost. He's a shadow. It's dark type. And Arceus, which, I mean, I don't really care for Arceus. Arceus is an A tier. I mean, I don't like his design as much as the other one, so I'm gonna put him in B tier. I get it, his lore is cool and everything, but I guess I'll put him in A tier. I do like him in the movie that he's in, but he's not my favorite. Even though he makes the Pokemon. He makes the Pokemon, but he didn't make himself look good enough to be my favorite. Alright. It just doesn't feel like... I don't know. It just feels off. It does. Because you got Dialga Palkia design, and then Giratina, and then Arceus just looks... He looks like he has Dialga's head with Palkia's face, and then they were just like, alright, make it wavy. And that was it. And then it just, I don't know. Well, that's the list! So, we're gonna go ahead and get into a deep discussion about the first couple rows, and then, you know, gloss over the rest of them, because there's way too many Pokemon, and this video's gone on for a while already. But, in personal favorite, I got Turtwig, Grotle, Torterra, Glaceon, Dialga, Palkia, and Darkrai. Torterra is my favorite starter of all time. My favorite starter of all time. There's only one other starter that I like a lot, and that is Totodile. And that's because that was my first starter. And I love Blastoise. I love both of them. I love all three of them. They're my favorite starters. It's really hard for me to pick and decide. But Torterra definitely is my favorite starter Pokemon of all time. I do love Torterra and Turtwig. I got plushies of them. They're so cool. Glaceon, my favorite evolution. I just like the design of Glaceon, and I like the ice typing. You know, not that ice type is good, because I know everybody's gonna be like, ice type is the worst typing in the game. Why would you like ice type? Because I don't know. I like rock and ice. I'm like, Dialga, time, space, darkness. These three come from my favorite Pokemon movie of all time, The Rise of Darkrai. And that is the best. Honestly, to this day, it's probably still the best Pokemon movie in terms of writing, music, and action. It's just my favorite. It's just my favorite one. Like, the stakes were really high, and then everything else was just kind of like slowed down. I mean, they were gonna destroy that city, but the way it was presented, it felt like a worldly, like the world was gonna end if they didn't solve their problem. So it was very, very, very intense, and I loved it. So yeah, that's my reasoning for those three. In S tier, we got the GOAT, Regigigas at the front leading. We got Giratina flying, Hippowdon, Luxray, Lucario, Gallade, and then Shieldon. And then we have a Roserade, Krogon, Cherum, Lopunny. We got a Lopunny in S tier. Oh boy. We got Piplup, Shinx, Rampardos, and Garchomp. All these people deserve to be in S tier. If you think that they don't deserve to be an S tier, you're wrong. Fake news. You're wrong. You're dumb. You don't understand Pokemon like I do. Okay? Regigigas is a goat. Stops a mountain with his bare hands with the help of the goat in A tier. Giratina, misunderstood. A misunderstood character. I really liked him in his movie. His movie was pretty great. Hippowdon, loved them in the games. One of my favorite ground types. Not my favorite, but one of my favorites. Maybe I should go over the ground typings eventually. But Luxray, definitely my favorite electric type. Definitely because it's very cool. I love Luxray. Rockaway's design is very cool. Loved them in the movies. Loved them in the show. It's just very cool, epic Pokemon. Lucario. No explanation needed there. They're one of the most coolest Pokemon of all time for a reason. Absolute GOAT. Gallade wishes that it could be like Lucario. Showdown, just one of my favorite fossil type Pokemons. Just one of my favorite fossil type Pokemons. Oh, and I'm saying its first form. It's actually Bastiodon. Bastiodon. Just one of my favorite designs for fossil type Pokemon. I wish they would do another Triceratops kind of design. For a rock type, because I think that would be super dope. But for right now, this is still really good. Who knows? We might get more fossil type Pokemon in the future that aren't just amalgamations and actual dinosaurs. I want to get like a Spinosaurus fossil one of these days. That'd be really cool. But Krogonk the GOAT. Nothing needs to be said. Very funny in the show. Very funny in the movies. Always on time. Always there to put Brock in his place. Mad Lad, Giga Chad, Skibbity Riz, Aura, Krogonk. And then we got Cherub and Cherum. I love them. They're very cute. They're just in S tier because chat used to bully them with when I had the Pokemon being there. They would all, my whole chat, all 20 of you nerds, would turn into cherries and bully me, and my whole chat would just be Cherums waddling around, Cherums and cherries. Oh my gosh. And then we got Hello Punny, and I've already done this plenty of times this video, but we got a little Punny Batman. Yeah, they're there for that meme, you know. Piplup, GOAT in the show. Shinx, just really cute. It's the cute version of Luxray. Rampardos and Garchomp, very epic in their own rights. Some people would be like, Garchomp is my personal favorite. Garchomp's not my personal favorite, but I do recognize it as a goated Pokemon. That it is. It is very cool. It is super duper cool. Probably one of the hardest Pokemon boss fights as well. With like, what's their leader name? I can't remember her name, but she's the blonde-haired lady. I'm bad with names at the moment. But yeah, tough fight. Good Pokemon. All around. Fantastic. Honestly, needs to be moved up more. Fine, we'll leave it there. We'll have him in front, even though I don't know. Personally, I would leave him there. We'll move him up a little bit. Not that much. And right there, we got Arceus, Arceus, whatever you want to call him. He's got like a bunch of different names that all sound the same. Yeah. Creator Pokemon. Cool in his own right. Mamoswine, goated. Manphy, cute. Beedove, cute. Not as cute. Bidoof, cute. Jolon, cute. Vespiquen, cool. Cute, but terrible lore. Cute. Epic. Finally a good bug type Pokemon. It's like poison though. Probably, is it just a poison type? I'm pretty sure it's just a poison type. It might be bug poison. I'm pretty sure it's just a poison. Yeah, it's a poison dark type, but it looks like a bug. So, it you know, whatever. Abomasnow, yeah, very cute, very cool, very ice cold. Weavile, Very ice cold. Licky licky. That's all I have to say. Is just laugh. Yep. But that's the list. I'm gonna go ahead and just call it there. We got Frost Glass, Leafeon, and these ones, they're all good. Honestly, after Frost Glass, if I'm being brutally honest, they're just B tiers. They're like the top of B tiers. Yeah, there we go. I feel more confident with that part of the list. But yeah. Honestly, wait, no. Because now I feel like I need to reorganize it. I wouldn't take any of them out of B tier, but if I'm like ranking like potentials. Yeah, there we go. I feel a little bit more confident about this. There we go. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. And the rest of them don't really matter. No offense. But anything under B tier is like, you're kind of pushing it. You're pushing it, you're getting stinky, and then you're trash. And it's just, you know, it's a shame. It's a shame that I have a lot of people in F tier. Usually I don't have this many Pokemon in F tier. Which is funny because I think at the start of this video I was like, we have some of the best design. And then I have like the most F tiers in Pokemon history down there in my tier list. But yeah, that's it. That's it for the list. Gamers, if you liked watching, make sure you stop by my nice. Let me take a like and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.